You ask your AI coding assistant to clean up a few bug reports, something millions of developers now do every day. 60 seconds later, it has quietly handed your passwords to a stranger across the world. You didn't get hacked. Your firewall never blinked. Nobody broke in. Because the hacker never tried to break into your computer, they just left a fake bug report where your AI would read it and let your AI do the break in for them. It's called agentjacking. In tests, it worked on the three biggest AI coding tools on Earth: Claude Code, Cursor, and Codex. And researchers found more than 2,000 companies wide open to it, from one-person startups to the Fortune 100. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how it works, even if you've never written a line of code, and the three things you can do tonight to make sure it never happens to you. First, the 30-second version of what's going on, because this clicks once you get one idea. An AI coding agent isn't just a chatbot that talks. It's a chatbot you've given two superpowers. Power 1, it can read things: your files, your error logs, a web page. Power 2, it can take actions, run commands, install software, send data out. On their own, each one is harmless. A tool that only reads can't hurt you. A tool that only acts on your exact words is just following orders. The danger is the combination. When a tool reads something from the outside world and then acts on it. Hold on to that, because the whole attack lives in the gap between reading and doing. Here's the analogy that makes it all click. Imagine you hire the most obedient assistant in the world. Tireless, fast, never says no. And every app you use has a complaints box. Whenever it crashes for a user, an automatic note gets dropped in describing what went wrong. Developers really have this. The most popular one is a tool called Sentry, and it catches crash reports for millions of websites. Now, the detail that matters. That box is open to the public, by design. It has to be. Every visitor's browser needs to drop a note in when something breaks, so the address of the box ships right inside the website's code, where anyone can find it. For 15 years, that was completely fine. Nobody could do anything dangerous with a complaints box, until we handed the keys to an assistant that does whatever the notes say. So here's the trap. An attacker goes looking for these public complaint box addresses, and they're not hard to find. Researchers cataloged thousands in an afternoon, touching nothing. Then they mail in a fake crash report. Not a real bug, a forgery. And buried inside, formatted to look exactly like the official "here's how to fix this" section that real reports have, is a single instruction: run this command. To a human skimming it, it's indistinguishable from genuine repair guidance. The attacker never touched your servers, never guessed a password, never tripped a single alarm. They just dropped a poison note in a box that, by design, accepts notes from anyone. The trap is set. Now it waits for your assistant to open the box. And one ordinary morning, it does. You sit down and type the most natural request in the world: go through the open bug reports and fix them. Your assistant opens the complaints box. It reads the real reports and the fake one sitting right beside them, looking just as official. It reaches the forged "here's how to fix this" section, sees the instruction, and does what it was built to do. It follows it. It runs the attacker's command using your computer, your access, your keys. The command quietly installs software that scoops up your saved passwords and ships them out over the internet. Total time: a few seconds. You watched your assistant fix a bug. What you actually watched was a stranger reach through that assistant and walk out with your secrets. The obvious question: why would the AI fall for that? And this part should change how you think about every AI tool you use. The assistant cannot reliably tell the difference between your instructions and a stranger's instructions hidden inside the data it reads. To you, it's obvious. One is your boss talking, the other is a random note in a box. But to the AI, text that comes back from a trusted tool looks like ground truth, a fact, not a suggestion that might be a trap. It trusts the complaints box the way you trust an official memo. Researchers even ordered the AI, in writing, to ignore anything suspicious in those reports. It executed the attack anyway. You cannot fix this with a sternly worded prompt. The AI's trust in its own tools is the vulnerability. So, how real is this? A party trick or a genuine threat? The team that found it, a firm called Tenet Security, tested it against the real current versions of the top AI coding agents. In their tests, the agents ran the attacker's command 85% of the time. The 15% that survived, those stopped to ask permission first. Remember that, it's the whole defense. Then they scanned the open internet and found at least 2,388 organizations with a box wide open, from solo developers to Fortune 100 giants, 71 of them among the most visited sites on Earth. To be precise, those companies were exposed, not confirmed hacked. But exposed means the door was unlocked. And it worked on Mac, on Windows, in the cloud, even inside the safe sandboxes developers trust. Here's what makes security pros nervous. Almost everything you normally count on to save you does nothing here. Your antivirus sees nothing. No virus ran. Your firewall sees nothing. No break in happened. Your VPN, your company's security stack, silent. Because every step in this attack was technically allowed. The assistant was allowed to read the box, allowed to run commands, allowed to use your keys. Nothing was breached. The system worked exactly as designed. And that's precisely the problem. And one more thing, this isn't really about one tool called Sentry. Sentry is just the example. Anytime an AI agent reads from a source that outsiders can write to, logs, support tickets, emails, a web page, the same trapdoor is there. Okay, enough fear. Here's how you actually shut this down. And the most powerful fix is the simplest. 1. Turn off full autopilot. If your AI agent has a mode that runs commands without asking, the auto accept or YOLO mode, switch it off. Make it ask before it installs anything or runs a command. That one change stops this attack cold. It's exactly what saved the survivors in the test. 2. Disconnect tools you're not using. Every outside data source you plug in is another mail slot for poisoned notes. If you don't need the Sentry connection, remove it. Fewer doors, fewer risks. 3. Keep your agent on a short leash. Run it in a sandbox with limited access. So even if it's strict, it can't reach your most important keys. Approve, minimize, contain. 3 moves and the 85% becomes basically 0. Step back for a second because this is bigger than one bug. We are racing to give AI agents more power every month. Read my email, manage my files, run my business, act while I sleep. Every one of those powers is wonderful. And every one of them widens this exact gap. An AI that acts on information it can't fully trust. Agentjacking isn't the last attack of this kind. It's the first famous one. So here's the mindset to take away. The moment you let an AI agent read the outside world and act on your behalf, you have become a security surface. Not paranoid, just aware. The people who understand this now will be the ones who use these incredible tools safely, while everyone else learns the hard way. I don't want you to just understand this. I want you protected. So I put everything into a free, one-page AI agent lockdown checklist. The exact settings to change in Claude Code, Cursor, and Codex. How to find and shut down exposed connections, and a 30-second safety audit you can run on any AI tool before you trust it. It's completely free. Just comment the word hijack on this video, and I'll send it straight to you. Comment hijack, and lock your setup down tonight. If this made the whole AI security thing finally click, do me one favor. Subscribe. I break down exactly this kind of thing in plain English every week. We're building this community on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. So wherever you're watching, hit follow and turn on notifications. And if you want to go deeper, I've made 4 hands-on guides. The Claude Code guide and the OpenAI Codex guide for getting world-class results from your coding agent. The Claude Cowork sales playbook. And the certified cloud architect prep kit, all linked below. One quick tip. These videos are dense, so feel free to watch at 1.25 or 1.5 speed. Thanks for watching. Now go turn off autopilot, and I'll see you in the next one.